Hi, my name's Keith. I go by Dumb Dirt Guy and Dirt Guy. Also on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, I guess. Also, I just started doing that. At any rate, I wanted to share some things that have been happening in my life, and possibly some other people may also feel that these things are happening to them. I started meditating more, kind of just sitting and questioning things that I saw in my life that were promises that I made to myself and to Devine, and different things that I've gone through this past year in 2024. Very difficult year for me, and I lost my wife in February, and I lost a good friend of mine in August. My sister also now has cancer, and she's battling that. She's a very strong person, hopefully, and I believe that she will beat it. I also would like to let people know, if you sit quietly, I like to do it in the evenings, but if you sit quietly at a park, or you sit quietly just anywhere where you're not going to be disturbed, and you just relax your mind and you start just kind of think a little bit about what's bothering you, or any questions that you may have, like, how does this work, and all, because we don't always get the best information from the clergies. Sorry guys, but I've found that to be true. And a lot of people don't talk about spiritual, a lot of places it's taboo. People have different opinions, and they don't want to share their opinions with anybody. I have an opinion, and I'm willing to share it with you, and you can share your opinion in the comments. I believe that everybody has a soul, and I believe that the soul was given to you by the divine, and I believe that the soul is a spark of light from the divine and is actually a part of the divine. That's my belief. I believe that divine is the soul owner prior to giving the gift to the person that now possesses the soul and the consciousness. I also believe that there's eternal life that goes along with that, and this visit on earth right now for each person it's barely a blink of the eye in the eyes of eternal life, and I recognize that. I believe that we get deceived, and I believe that there are some people who have decided that they become more powerful the more people that they deceive. And, I believe in good and I believe in evil just as much as I believe in light and I believe in darkness. I also believe that the spark of a soul, the light of the divine, cannot be given to the darkness. It makes no sense. People talk about, he sold his soul, and why would darkness want light? It doesn't make any sense. Now, would somebody want to convince you that your light is gone, or that they have captured your light or control your light so that they could make you feel sorrowful or obedient or any of those types of things? Yes, I can understand how sick, demented people, entities, whatever it is that you want to call them, because I don't know what everything is, but whatever it is you want to call the things that are putting depression and weight on your life, so that it allows you to ruin your happiness. It allows you to feel that you are trapped without the love that you deserve. and it allows you to give up your power to somebody else, or at least to think that somebody else has power over you. I don't believe in that at all. I don't believe that anybody on this earth has power over me. I believe that my power was given to me, my life was given to me by the divine, and only the divine has any type of power in this universe other than their personal selves. Now, we obviously in this earth have convinced people that me having more than you makes me better in some way. That's total bullshit. And actually, if you look back in time at the people who really mattered a lot, like Yahshua and Jesus, and Moses and different people like that, if you look back, they didn't possess a lot of things. They didn't ride around in fancy cars and all. And I'm not saying that there's anything bad about that, although I do have some problems with people who are making their money off of God and the divine, becoming so rich that they are ridiculous. But at any rate, that's not what I'm here for. What I'm here to tell you is, if you feel depressed, if you feel suicidal in any way, or you feel as though that your love has been taken away, or that you will never be able to right the wrong that has happened in your life or that you've created in somebody else's life, I'm here to tell you that that's all an illusion. Your spark that you were given from God is still there. It cannot be diminished. It cannot be taken away or dimmed in any manner other than illusion. Now, I'm not saying, go commit crimes against each other and you don't have to worry about anything or anything like that. Because people are going to have to atone for some of the things that they've done, especially if their free will was intentionally used to take the free will away of another person. Some of this bullshit kitchen witch stuff that these young kids are doing, and trying to conjure up spirits and all these cartoons and all this nonsense that are out there to try to make our children believe that people can conjure up powers over top of other people. That's all pretty dangerous, but the reason why it's dangerous is, if I tell you that you can conjure up a power that makes somebody fall in or out of love with you that they wouldn't have done without you conjuring up this spell or this power, I'm also telling you that somebody else could do it to you. And then we're going to get into all these, I'm more powerful than that one, and I'm more powerful than that one, and Ian Newton, hair of frog, and all this bullshit. The divine is the only magic you need. You can ask the divine questions. I wouldn't recommend trying to make deals or any of that bullshit, but you can improve your life by improving your relationship with your divine power, even if it's just yourself as far as your beliefs go in a higher realm. The more you improve your relationship with your divine, the more comfortable that you will be in this realm. Now, People, I want you to understand something. There is trickery out there. Just like if you were to have a lamp on a table that had no shade, and then someone decided that they were going to convince you that you had certain problems that weren't going to allow your light to shine in all directions. And they put a directional shade on your light. Did it dim your light? No, not at the source. Did it stop your light from going in all different directions and spreading throughout the room? Yeah, sure did. Now, if I put another shade or another covering over top of that, I can dim the light more and more and more and more. And through different types of grooming and different types of bullshit, people, religions, all kinds of different structures can lead you to believe that your light is done, that you gave it away, that they gave you something for it, and that it no longer is in your power because you gave it away. Bullshit. I call total bullshit on that. Now, I had a dream that explained that to me because I asked for the explanation. Many years ago, I had a download that talked to me about the last in line. And I agreed that I wanted to be right there at the end. I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it all. And I said, yeah, that's me. I want to be there. I want to be there for the last in line. It was like, yeah, there's going to be all kinds of problems. It doesn't matter. I know that I'll get through all those problems because you have to get through all them problems if you're going to be the last in line. I don't know what kind of condition you're going to be in at the time, but if you're the last in line for the Devine, you can bet you're highly protected. So it doesn't really matter. I want to be there. I want to be there. I got into a car accident on the top of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and was being taken out by ambulance. My head was split wide open, and it wasn't good. And it just so happened that I knew the guy that was in the ambulance with me. And I'm talking a mile a minute, and he's telling me I got to calm down, and he's like freaking out because he sees I'm scalped. I'm literally, I'm scalped. And he told me to calm down. He wanted me to relax, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll do that. So I laid back and started to meditate a little bit. And I dropped my blood pressure so bad that he couldn't find it. And at that time, I left my body. And it was not the first time that I'd done this, but it was the first time that I did this when I was in a situation of the possibility of dying. I left my body and I went up into a dimension, which is not something that scared me because, like I said, I had done it before, but not through an injury. And I'll explain that in another video. But before I showed up at the place, right before we came down here, and I was with other people, you could see just a ring of faces like this, except the faces were kind of like cloudy. This time, I was with one person. I could see other things, and I wasn't really focused on the other things because the person was talking to me, and they were much bigger than me. And They asked me because I had been there before. And someone had asked me before, what are you doing here? And that killed the whole thing. I mean, I fell back down into my body and all that. But this time, this person being, I believe it's the Devine, but I didn't look at it in their face and all this. I just knew they were right there beside me and were talking to me. And we were like walking. And he said to me, so what do you want to do? Do you want to stay here this time? What do you want to do? And I said, oh no. Because I had no intention of dying when I went into the meditation. Not at all. Had no intention of dying when I went into the ambulance. I said, oh no. I said, I got to see how it all ends. I got to see what happens. And at that time, I just went, ooh, back into my body, into that ambulance, and felt the thing shaking. And the ambulance had pulled over. The guy that I knew that was in the back of the ambulance thought he lost me. He couldn't find my pulse. And he had told the ambulance driver, we're losing him. We lost him. I can't get his pulse and all this kind of stuff. And he's panicking. He's ready to start, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know, mouth to mouth or whatever. When I got back into my body, I was immediately alive. And I was like, the gravel kind of was like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, oh my God, Keith, I thought I lost you. I said, you didn't lose me. You told me to relax. You told me to calm down and everything. So I just kind of meditated. He said, look, stop. I don't want you to relax that much. And that was kind of a joke. He was nervously smiling and kind of chuckling. And I was like laughing because I thought it was funny. He didn't think it was funny, but he was nervous. And at that point, I knew that I'd confirmed that I wanted to stay. I wanted to hang out. I want to see it. I want to see what's going to happen. I'm not afraid of it. I want to be here for it. I want to be somebody that says, no, don't believe this bullshit. You want to go that way. That's the right way. This shit here, oh no, you don't have to go there. Are you kidding? That's bullshit. That's all just deception. But this dream that I had the other night, very vivid, and I usually don't have vivid dreams anymore. I used to, but I don't much anymore. I used to fly in my dreams, and I don't do that much anymore, and that's a shame. But the whole front of me, I feel like that I'm kind of floating, and there's two different realities, and I'm right there. I'm right where they clap together. And when I look down into the one reality, I'm looking into fire. Just fire and some spots of darkness and all. And it's not burning me. It's not doing anything bad to me. And I'm looking. And I'm looking for that spark. And then I'm reaching out. And anything that grabs me or touches me, all of the spark, all of the light that was given to it by the Devine comes with me. And I pull it out, and behind me is this warmth of light. And it's right behind me. And as I pull this out of the fire, anything that's fire or deceiving or whatever stays in the fire. And everything that's divine and is of the conscious soul comes out and goes to the divine. Now the divine may do whatever it is that the divine, counseling, whatever the hell it is, whatever happens, I don't know. Once that one's gone, I'm looking for another one. It's almost like I'm fishing in a clear pond. And I don't know, fishing's a bad analogy, but it explained to me that the souls that have been tricked into hell that I came in contact with, they're not cast there by God. They're deceived there by whatever type of deception, demonic entities, whatever the hell it is, I don't know, but they're deceived there. I know that your soul's still there. Some people feel as though that they've done things in their life, or they've made deals in their life, or whatever, that they can't get out of. And that's total bullshit, because the ultimate deal isn't one that you made. It's the one that the divine made. When the divine created your soul with a part of the divine. And you can't break that deal. It's not your deal. It's your gift. And you can't give it away. And you surely can't give light to darkness. Because the second you do, it's light. So don't allow illusion, deception to drain your battery. And in my humble opinion, your battery is love. You can recharge your battery anytime you want. You can sit quietly and just keep trying to make connection with the divine. You will know it when the connections start. And ask questions and expect answers. They're not going to come right away. It's not like me talking to you. But I get downloads to where I will just start flowing tears out of my eyes because I realize something, because I'm told something. It took me 2 days to get to where I could say this message of no one loses their soul. No one gives their soul away. That's all deception and bullshit. And the fact is that your soul has been basically put into a shadow box of some kind to where you can't see it or whatever. And it's funny because you're in control of all that. Your free will was given to you by God. It's not something that you can give away, and it's not something that you can have taken away from you. you can be put in a deception to where you don't believe you have it. And you can be put in a deception that somebody else took it from you or controls it or something. But that's your deception. That's not reality. That's all I've got for this video. It ran a little longer than I anticipated, but that's okay. I hope this is something that somebody can see, and that, better yet, somebody can feel, and that it helps them. I'm going to do more videos. I have a lot to say. If you don't want to listen to it, scroll on. If you do, please subscribe. If you like what I'm doing, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. I don't have all the answers, but I'll ask. Thanks for listening.